Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch Advanced. The 1980 postseason is on the air. We are back at the Astrodome. This is Game 2 of the National League Division Series between the Montreal Expos and the Houston Astros. The Expos lead this series 1-0. They would love to take a 2-0 series lead heading back north of the border. The Astros know that they need to pull a win out of their hat here tonight and tie this series up going back to Stade Olympique. So we got a big game matchup here tonight here at the Astrodome. And we've had a pretty good division series round. We got one series that could be ending on Friday, and we've got now, and depending what happens tonight, we could very well have a series that we could have 3 series tied at 1. So what will happen tonight is the question, and we're about to find out. Brian B. is first to join us here at the Astrodome. So, Expos trying to take a 2-0 commanding lead. The Astros trying to tie it up. Anything is possible here in Inside Pitch Advance, as Joe Rocchino now joins us here at the Astrodome. So, let's get this game underway. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is their number 2 starter, Ken Forsch. 12 wins, 13 losses, a 3.20 ERA, making his first appearance of the postseason. We are at the Astrodome, definitely a pitcher's park. No adjustment to strikeouts or walks, -1 to home runs. There is a chance to rob a home run at all walls. So, Expos and the Astros, as Ben Witz and Jeremy Brooks now join us here at the Astrodome. And I'm expecting a Steeler fan to probably join him sometime soon if he can make it. And I guess we should get started, shouldn't we? Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Expos, left fielder Ron LaFleur. He was 3 for 4 in game. He is 3 for 4 in game 1. Actually, I'm sorry. No, I'm not 3 for 4. I'm sorry. 3 for 9 for the postseason. We are going to use blue, white, and orange dice. Astros are the home team. Excellent crowd here at the Astrodome. This NLDS. Astros trying to tie the series up. Expos trying to make it a 2-0 lead. What will happen tonight? Only the dice know. And they're going to, well, actually, they will tell. They'll just take a few rolls. Forsch, 6-3. It's a blank. LaFleur, 7-7. It's a grounder to second base, handled by Joe Morgan. And Morgan will toss it over to first for the out, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Rodney Scott. He is 0 for 9 for the postseason, still looking for his first hit. And, of course, Steeler fan. His ears must be burning, joining us here at the Astrodome. Do you have dome foam there, Matt? Pitch from Forsch. 7-2, range play 13, that's an 11, yes. Scott, 4-2, and that's an infield single to first, but it's a range play for Denny Walling. His range is a 2. He'll get it. Nice play by Walling. Forsch will come over and receive the throw, and that'll be out number 2. Nice play by Walling. He'll make a play there. And now the center fielder, the Hawk, Andre Dawson. He is 1 for 7 for the postseason. David Vega joins us here at the Astrodome. Forsch, 5-2 against a righty strikeout. The 18 is high. Dawson, 6-5, but the fly to left field. Jose Cruz will get to that, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos. Will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos, their number 3 starter, Bill Gullickson. He had a good year. 10 wins, 5 losses, a 3.00 ERA and 80. He is the number 3 starter for the Expos in this rotation. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. He was 3 for 5 in game 1. Pitch coming from Gullickson. 4-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Morgan, 5-2 against the righty. It's a grounder to third base. And Larry Parrish will get to that and toss it over for the out. Here's the first baseman, Denny Walling. Walling is 0 for 4 in game 1. Pitch from Gullickson. A 1-7 walk. 17 is going to be too high. Walling, a 1-6, and it's a base hit. He'll hit one past first, and Walling gets the first hit of the game. Here's the right fielder, Terry Poole. Poole was 2 for 4 in game 1. Infield is a double play. Walling, he had 4 stolen bases, and he gets the jump. 11 plus 1 is 12. Carter, a -1 is 11. Poole's a good hitter. It's kind of early. I'm not going to send him. Gullickson, 4-6. That's a pitcher result. The 15 against the lefty. The 15 against the lefty's a possible home run against the righty. Poole needs an 18. -1 is a 17, but with runners on base, +2 is a 19. The only way he doesn't get this is on a 20. And that's gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Terry Poole. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2-run bomb by Terry Poole, his first home run of the playoffs. And just like that, the Astros jump out 2-0. Almost just missed it, but Gullickson with runners on base helped them out there. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Astros. Here's the left fielder, Jose Cruz. He was 0 for 4 in the first game. Gullickson will deal. 5-1 error on a throw. Cruz, 6-8. And that's going to be an automatic out, and it will be a fly to right. Roland Office will come under it and get it. And that's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Cesar Cedeno. He was 1 for 3 in game 1. Gullickson will pitch. Gullickson, 3-1, strikeout, no. Cedeno, 6-2, and that's a double. Cedeno smacks a double into center field. He'll wind up at second base. And the Astros keep the inning going. Here's the third baseman, Enos Cabell. He was 1 for 4 in game 1. Cedeno wanted for a second, and he will stay there. Gullickson, a 1-1 against the righty, strikeout. The 16 is high. Cabell, 6-5. That's a base hit past the pitcher. Cedeno will come around. Will he come around? I think he will, yeah. Cedeno will come around. He will score. It's 3-0 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Cabell. And now here's the catcher, Alan Ashby. Ashby 1 for 4 in game 1, so the Astros are coming out quick. Already 3-0 here, we're only in the first. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Cabell stays where he is. Gullickson, 8-2 walk. That'll be too high. Ashby, 4-3, and it's still not ending. That's going to be a double into center field. Will it score Cabell? Double to center, 2-8, and 2-8. And it's a play if there's 2 outs, and there is. So Cabell is rounding third. Ashby is at second. It's a play at the plate. We got to use that 18. Center fielder is Dawson. His assist rating is an A, and I think he's out, and he is. Double to center field. They send Cabell. The throw by Andre Dawson will get Cabell, and he will be out at the plate, and that'll retire the side. So a double for Ashby, but Cabell is thrown out because Andre Dawson has an assist rating of A, and that's an 18, and a 3-20 is an out, and that'll retire the side. But a good start for the Astros. 3 runs on 5 hits, A 2-run bomb by Terry Poole. And after one, it's 3-0 Stros. But a great play there by Andre Dawson to throw out Enos Cabell at the plate. We go to the top of the second. Yeah, he didn't do the tequila sunrise colors on these cards. Leading off as the first baseman, Warren Cromartie. He's 3 for 7 for the playoffs. They did have him in 1980. They did have him then. Forsch will pitch. He wanted to keep the coloring a little bit more basic, I think. 2-4, it's a blank. Cromartie, 1-8. Grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Morgan. And Morgan throws it over, 1 down. Here's the right fielder, Roland Office. He is 1 for 7 for the playoffs. Forsch, 3-3. Pickoff. Nope, we go to the park. Astrodome, 3-7. And that's a base hit to center field. Office is going to try for second. His base running rating is a 3. Hit +4 is a 7. Center fielder Cedeno only has a 1 as for an arm. So a 1-6, Office will get to second base. He does. So Office will go ahead and take a chance and turn that single into an extra base. So Office gets the second on the play. And now the catcher, Hall of Famer, the kid, Gary Carter. Carter is 3 for 6 in the playoffs so far. 1 out, Office on at second. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 2. Office will stay put. Forsch will go ahead and Forsch. If you're wondering about Ellis Valentine, no, he is not. Well, he is on the roster. Ellis Valentine is on the roster. Okay. But Roland Office is a lefty against a righty. It makes more sense. Plus, Office only missed it by about a couple of battings why? Because Office is a lefty against a righty. It makes sense. Office on that, they both have pretty much the same stats. So that's why I went with Office instead of Valentine. Office on at second. Forsch will pitch. Forsch, 2-4. It's a blank. Carter, a 2-7. And that's an auto out. It's a ground ball to short. Handled by Craig Reynolds. The throw will go to first. And Office, he'll stay put. 2 down. Valentine is on the roster. I don't have him starting against righties. Next batter is the third baseman, Larry Parrish. Parrish 4 for 7 for the postseason. Office on at second. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Forsch will deal. Forsch, 4-8. It's a blank. Parrish, 4-7. Base hit, pass first. He'll get the Expos on the board. Office will come around. He will score. It's 3-1. Parrish will go ahead and get a single against a righty. It's a single pass first, and the Expos are on the board. So the Expos get one back on an RBI single by Parrish. And here's the shortstop, Chris Spire. Spire is 0 for 7 for the playoffs. He's still looking for his first hit. Strategy, that is a 3. Parrish is staying put. Forsch, 4-8. It's a blank. Spire, 1-1. Ground ball to third, handled by Cabell, and he's going to throw to first against Spire. And that'll retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits for the Expos. We go to the bottom of the second. Yes, Alice Valentine is on the roster. Is on the roster, but against right-handed pitching, I have Office. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Astros, the shortstop, Craig Reynolds. He was 2 for 3 in game 1. Gullickson will deal. Gullickson, 3-5. Swing. Nope, it's a possible strikeout, but it's not, but it's too high. Reynolds, 5-1. Base hit past second base. Reynolds gets a single, his first hit of the game. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Ken Forsch. He can hit. He uses hitting card number 8. Infield expecting a bunt and strategy roll, and they'll go ahead and they're going to go ahead and get the bunt. So Forsch is going to bunt this ball to move Reynolds over to second. Gullickson, 2-5, range play at the park, but that is ignored. That is ignored on a range, although I think by now a range play, however, is still perceived. All range plays, however, you still proceed with the bunt. So it is a range play no matter what. So Gullickson, let's see what kind of bunt we have. We have a bunt right at the plate, the catcher, and that's Carter. Carter's range is a 7. That's a 4. He'll make it. He'll make the play. And of course, I really didn't know what kind of bunt it was. I guess I should have done it. That's a 4. That's going to be a good bunt. Carter will get that. He'll throw to first to get the out, and Reynolds will move to second. 1 down. So nice bunt by Forsch, as that will move Reynolds. Sacrifice hit to the plate. And now the batter is Morgan. Thomas Bartlett joins us here at the Astrodome. It's been a while there, Mr. Bartlett. Reynolds on at second. 1 out here, bombing to second. Astros already lead 3-1. Strategy roll for Reynolds. He will stay put. Gullickson. A 3-3 walk. 10. Ball 4. He walked him. Gullickson will give up a walk to Morgan. And that's the first walk for Gullickson. He had 48 of them in 80. Here's Walling. Walling got a single his first time up. Infield set for double play. Astros lead 3-1. Strategy. Now that is a 20, and Walling will swing. Gullickson. A 6-3 strikeout. 17 is too high. Walling. 3-6. And Walling against the righty is a double to center field. Reynolds will come in to score. Will that score Morgan? Double to center. 3-1. Yeah, that'll score him. Morgan will come around. He will score. Walling is going to wind up at third on the throw to the plate, and it's 5-1 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI double by 2 RBI double by Walling. And he'll wind up at third on the throw. And right now, Astros already up 5-1. Infield's now going to come in. The batter is Poole. Poole already has a bomb in the game, 1 for 1. Cutter Historical and Sports Time Machine joins us here at the Astrodome. Walling on at third. Infield is in. Astros coming out swinging. Strategy roll, nothing on the 10. Gullickson, 2-2. Range play 11. That is a range play. Poole. 3-5. It's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Roland Office. His range is a 3. He's got it. That's going to be out number 2. Does Poole bring him in automatically? Sacrifice fly roll is a 6. That is a 6. Walling will score at 6-1 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! The run comes in for Walling as a sacrifice fly to right for Poole. He gets his 3rd RBI of the game. And now here's Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. Astros already up 6-1 here. Long way to go yet, though. Gullickson will pitch. Gullickson, 7-4. Strikeout, 17 is high. Cruz, 4-3. That's a fly to left field. Ron LaFleur will get to that. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits and a sacrifice fly, a bunt, and a walk. 6-1 Astros after 2. But a long way to go yet. We go to the 3rd. Leading off for the Expos is the pitcher, Bill Gullickson. He's a righty, and he will swing. He uses hitting card number 5. Forsch will deal. Forsch, 1-2. It's a blank. Gullickson, 3-2. And that's a comebacker right back to Forsch. Forsch will go ahead and take care of that. and toss it over for the out. Here's LaFleur. LaFleur is 0 for 1. Pitch from Forsch. 5-4. It's a blank. LaFleur. 2-3. That's an infield single. That one's hit to third base. Cabell will get it, but he'll hold on to it. And the first hit of the game for LaFleur. It'll bring up Scott. Scott is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Strategy rolls are still active, and that's a 16. LaFleur's not going anywhere. He did have 97 steals. You're down by 5 runs already. You can't be trying to steal bases. Forsch, 3-3. Pickoff, 19. No. Pickoff 19 actually misses a balk here. So we go to the park. Astrodome, 8-1. And against the righty, it's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Scott is a 5th. That's a grounder back to the pitcher. That's an 18. Hit to the pitcher, -2 a 16. Forsch, -1 is 15. And believe it or not, that's going to be good enough. That is going to be good enough. That's going to be a 1-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit for the Expos. We go to the bottom of the third. Right now, the Forsch is strong, and Ken. Bottom of the third inning. And Cesar Cedeno leads off. He got a double his first time up. Don't know how much longer Gullickson's going to stay out there. He may have already reached his pull rating with 13. But they're going to see if he can get at least one good inning out of him. Pitch from Gullickson. 6-4. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Cedeno. 5-3. That's an auto out to grounder to first. Cromartie will get it and take it to the bag himself. 1 down. Here's Cabell. Cabell got a single, an RBI single his first time up. Pitch from Gullickson. 3-2. Strikeout. No. Cabell. 3-5. And that's another auto out. It's a grounder to short. Chris Spire will nab it and toss it over. And now Ashby. Ashby got a double his first time up. Pitch from Gullickson. 3-8. Range play 11. That's a 3. It's a range play. Ashby. 7-4. It's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Rodney Scott. His range is a 4. That's a 2. Scott will go ahead and get it and make it look easy and throw to first. And Bill Gullickson finally has a 1-2-3 inning. 6-1 Astros after 3. On to the fourth. Forsch can pitch to 30 batters. And Gullickson can also pitch to 30, but I don't know if he's going to make it. Andre Dawson leads off for the Expos. He's 0 for 1. Right now, the Forsch is strong. Forsch will deal. 2-8. Hit by pitch. Let's see. +5. So that becomes a yeah, that hit him. Dawson is a 12. +5 will make him a 17. And Dawson's going to get hit. Plunk out. First hit batter of the game. And now here's Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Dawson did have 34 steals that year. I doubt he's going. And that is a 5. He's not. Forsch actually holds him. Forsch. 5-5. It's a blank. Cromartie. 7-1. Ground ball to short. That's an 11. +2, -1. So it's going to be a 12. And that's going to be a double play. 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs. So right now, the Expos are not doing what they did in game 1 of this series, as they're not getting timely hits. And now here's Office. Office got a single his first time up, and he did score. For XSG2 joins us here at the Astrodome. Forsch will deal. Forsch, 3-5. It's a blank. Office, 1-6. And against a righty, it's a ground out to second base. Morgan will take care of it, throw it over, and retire the side. Nothing across except a hit batter. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The lovely Barbara joins us here at the Astrodome, and she is lovely, by the way. Leading off for the Astros will be Craig Reynolds. He got a single his first time up. Astros lead 6-1, bottom of the fourth. Expos lead the series 1-0. Astros trying to tie the series up. Gullickson, 6-5, strikeout, no. Reynolds, a 3-2. It's a fly to center. Andre Dawson's got a bead on it, and he'll pull it in, 1 out. Next batter is Forsch. Forsch uses hitting card number 8. He does have automatic strikeouts, though. Gullickson, 6-1, error on a booted ball. That's an 8. It will not fall in the automatic strikeout, so he does get the swing. Forsch, 5-7, and that's going to be a base hit past second base. Forsch gets a single past second. He'll wind up at first. Big time hit for Forsch. Forsch goes ahead and says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Here's Morgan. Morgan 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield double play. Forsch on at first. Not really a threat to run. Strategy rolls anyway, and that's a 20. Morgan gets the bunt sign, but you're not bunting here. You're swinging. Pitch from Gullickson. 1-2. Strikeout. No. Morgan. 4-6, and that's a ground ball to short. That's a 17, and that's going to be a double play. That'll be a double play. 17 plus 2 is 19 and a 0, and Morgan's a 14 plus, and that is a 6-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit. 6-1 Astros after 4. We go to the 5th. Expos got to get something going here. Gary Carter leads off for the Expos. He's 0 for 1. Forsch right now has a 5-run lead to work with here in the 5th inning. Forsch, 1-2. It's a blank. Carter, 8-4. Fly to left field. Jose Cruz. He will come under it and get it for the out. Next batter is Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 1. Got a base hit his first time up. Forsch, he'll set and deal. Forsch, 5-6. Walk, and that's ball 4. So Parrish will go ahead and walk. And that is the first walk given up by Forsch. He had 40 of them in 80. So a runner on base for Spire. Spire's 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Parrish not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Forsch will deal to Spire. Forsch, 2-8, hit by pitch. No, the 14's going to be high. Spire, 5-1, it's a fly to right. Terry Poole will will backtrack just a little bit, and that's going to be the second out. And now here's Gullickson, and I think he has reached his pull rating was only a 13. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, he's made it. Would they take him out now? They're down by 5 runs, 2 outs. Would you take him out now? I mean, I know you got to get some offense here, but you go to the bullpen this early in a game like this? Yeah. Probably not. Probably. With a runner on, probably. I'm going to agree with XSG too. That's going to be it for Gullickson. They are not going to let him bat here, as he will leave early with the L. And we'll see a pinch hitter here for the Expos and against a righty. And it's going to be Tom Hutton. 218 average, no homers, 5 RBIs. Tom Hutton, usually the first pinch hitter against right-handed pitchers. So Tom Hutton will go up against Forsch here. and try to keep the inning going. 6-1 Astros. Strategy roll. Nothing happening with Parrish. Hutton is not bunting. Forsch. 4-2. Range play 14. That's an 18. No. Hutton. A 3-5. He powers one into right field. That's a 6. And it's going to be a double. Against a righty, it will be a double to right. Will that score Parrish? Double to right. A 2-3. And let's see. Yeah. Advances if he's a 3-8. He's a 4-8 with 2 outs. Parrish will come around. He will score a pinch hit double for Tom Hutton. It's 6-2. Astros get a run back. So a pinch hit double for Hutton. Once again, great managing here on this channel. You just don't see managing like this on that other channel with the fluffy cat. Here's LaFleur. LaFleur 1 for 2 with a single. Hutton now at second base. Now it's 6-2. Expos still got a long way to go. Strategy roll, and Hutton is staying where he is. Forsch will deal. Forsch, 4-5, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll retire the side. That is the first strikeout for Forsch. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. Forsch had 84 strikeouts in 80, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Denny Walling leads off for Space City. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double. 3 lefties coming up for the Astros. We'll see a lefty for the Expos, I believe. And we are still in the early innings, so we're going to go with... They're going to go with Fred Norman. Norman making his second appearance of the postseason. He does have a win. He's 1-0. So Fred Norman will come on to pitch for the Expos. And he can pitch the 6th, though, but that's okay. So Fred Norman will come on to pitch 1-0 on the postseason. This is his second appearance. Norman, he'll go ahead and deal. Norman, 2-1, walk, 5, and yeah, he walked him. Of course, the dreaded RJL relief pitcher walk. And that'll be the first walk given up by Norman. And now the batter is Poole. Poole is 1 for 2, a sacrifice fly and a bomb. Walling really not a threat to steal, and he's not going to go anywhere. Poole gets the hidden run. No, he has home run power, and you're up by 4 runs. You're not playing small ball here. Norman will deal. Norman, 6-2, against the lefties. Strikeout. The 11 is high. Poole, a 6-3, and there are no runners in scoring position. So that's a ball hit the center field. So that would be an automatic out. A 1-12, Norman will keep it that way. That's a 6, and it will stay that way. That's going to be a fly out to center, 1 away. As Andre Dawson makes the catch. There were no runners in scoring position, so he keeps it the way it is. Here is Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2. You don't see National League games. Yeah, you don't see National League games on that channel anymore, but we will. We're going to see some Fall Classic Baseball. Remember, he's starting his game of the week this week. Fall Classic Baseball, game of the week on Baseball Demos. Make sure you check out the channel. Opening day, I believe, is Saturday, and I'm not missing it. I'll be at work, but I'll watch it. Walling on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 6. He stays put. Norman, 6-5, pickoff, 9, and it's a balk. Fred Norman is called for a balk, and Walling will go to second base. So that's a balk on Norman. As Walling goes to second, that takes away a double play chance. They say Norman went past the pitch clock and did. Oh, that's right, 1980. Norman will will strategy roll it again. That's a 20. And because I'm not going straight to the ballpark, since there was a base running situation change, I redo the at bat. Norman, 1-6, strikeout, no. Cruz, an 8-6. That's a fly to right. Roland Arthur says he'll get it. And that'll be the second out. And Walling, a 2-5. He will stay put. 2 outs now for Cedeno. Cedeno's 1 for 2. Astros lead 6-2 here, 5th inning. Game 2 of this NLDS. Strategy roll, nothing on the 6. Norman, 1-3, strikeout. That just missed. Cedeno, 1-3. That's an auto out. It's a grounder to second. Rodney Scott's got it. They'll throw it over to first and end the inning. Nothing across except a walk and a balk. But the Astros are unable to do anything with it. 6-2 after 5. So don't forget to check out Baseball Demos. This game of the week starts this week. I forget what game he's got I forget what game he's doing though, but it is opening day for the game of the week on that channel. 1979. He's doing 1979 Fall Classic. You guys know that I did 1979 an inside pitch. Now he's going to do 1979 in Fall Classic. And that should be a lot of fun to watch. We go to the top of the 6th. Rod Scott leads off. He's 0 for 2. Forsch pitching very well tonight. He has a 4-run lead to work with. Forsch, 3-8, strikeout, no. Scott, a 1-4. It's a grounder to first. And Denny Walling will take it to the bag. 1 down. Here's the Hawk. He's 0 for 1 with a hit and got hit by a pitch. Well, he did a Reds game with the Padres, I believe, for his demo game, which is what he did. Forsch, 5-2 against a righty. Strikeout, no. Dawson, 6-2. Another deep fly ball to left, but Cruz is there. Takes it near the track, 2 down. And now Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 2. Pitch from Forsch. 7-6. Strikeout. 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Forsch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Expos. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Enos Cabell leads off for the Astros. And that's going to be it for Fred Norman. The Expos will go to the bullpen. They got a right switch and a left coming up. So they're going to make a pitching change here. And coming on, and we're actually still in the early innings, but I'm going to go with this guy. Coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Stan Bonson. Bonson making his first appearance of the postseason. 7 wins, 6 losses, 4 saves, a 3.05 ERA, and he can pitch to 7. So Stan Bonsenburner will come on to pitch. Enos Cabell will lead off. Bottom of the 6th, 6-2 Astros. The Astros trying to be the 3rd team to force a tied series and at least get 4 games out of this one. Bonson, 5-5. It's a blank. Cabell, 7-3. Ground out to second base. Rodney Scott. And he'll take his time, 1 away. Ashby is next. He is 1 for 2. Bonson deals. 2-1 against the switch left. Walk. The 13 is too high. Ashby, 4-2. Base hit center field. Ashby having a good night getting into the game. Ashby now 2 for 3. And there is Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 2 with a single. Infield to double play. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 10. Ashby staying where he is. Pitch from Bonson. 2-1 against the lefty. Walk. The 14 is high. Reynolds. 2-3. Ground ball to short. That's a 17. Hit to short plus 2 is a 19. Bonson -1 is an 18. That's going to be good enough. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Actually, it's going to be a 6-3 double play because Ashby is slow as mud. So that's going to be a 6-3 double play. as Spire's going to tag second base and throw to first, and that'll retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Astros, and we'll go after it's 6-2 after 6. 6-3 double play. Nice play there by Spire, who goes to tag second, just puts his foot on second, and then just throws to first to get the out. You do see that often enough where the shortstop makes the play on his own, doesn't even have to throw to second sometimes. We go to the top of the second. It's our second, top of the seventh. And Roland Office will lead off. He is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Forsch still got plenty left in the tank. Forsch will pitch. Forsch, 5-5. It's a blank. Office, 3-7. Pumped up to short. And that's going to be Reynolds getting it. He's got it. 1 out. Next up is Carter. Carter's 0 for 2. Pitch from Forsch. 4-5. Strikeout. No. Carter. A 1-3, and that's another auto out. It's a ground ball to third, handled by Cabell. And Cabell tosses it 2 down. And now Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 1, singled and drew a walk. Forsch goes ahead and gets the sign from Ashby. Forsch will deal. Forsch, 5-7. Against the righty, it's an automatic. Out. It'll be a grounder to second base. Easy play there for Morgan. He'll toss it over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Expos. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. This is the final game 2 of the Division Series round. I'm going to take a break. So tomorrow night, there will be no baseball. We'll make it a travel day as the teams will now go ahead and go to the other opposing stadiums. I will return Friday night with Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. And the Baltimore Orioles, the Orioles lead that series 2-0. The Yankees are now facing elimination. Tom Underwood will be pitching for the Yankees, and gentleman Jim Palmer will be going for the Orioles. A huge game Friday night, our first elimination game of the Division Series round. Yankees at Orioles, that'll be Friday night here on the network. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow night, like I usually do, after playing 8 games in a row. Well, actually, after playing the second games, usually. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Astros lead 6-2. You miss Morgana. I bet you have missed Morgana. Stan Bonson's going to stay on the mound. Ken Forsch is going to pitch. He's going to hit. Ken Forsch will bat. He uses hitting card number 8. He's 1 for 2. You got a 4-run lead. You might as well go ahead and do it. Bonson will deal. Bonson, 8-3, walk, 19. That is going to be too high. Now, Forsch, however, does have automatic strikeouts. So if I'm correct, it is higher than the walk, but I think that does fall under the strikeout modifier. So I believe he does strike out on that. Let me just double check. I believe it's not overridden. So let me just make sure, but I think that is still a strikeout because the walk is too high, but it does reach into the strikeout modifier. So I think that is a K. I'll just check my book here. I'm still getting a little inches on that. So what is that? That's the KBIP, right? So KBIP, I believe that is. Where are you? KBIP. Pitchers pitching. Yeah, page 10. So I believe that is not. Yeah, well, what rating to be that high? I agree. So I'm just double checking, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be a strikeout. Yeah, the following pitcher results are not overridden, though many wouldn't be anyway since the BK range is at the high end. So walk if in range, it was not in range. So it's going to be a strikeout, correct. So he doesn't walk, but he does strike out. So that'll be a strikeout for Bonson, and there'll be one out. So one down. Here's Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 2 with a walk. Bonson, a 6-6, and that's a blank. Morgan, an 8-2 base hit into right field, and Morgan gets a single. That's his first hit of the game. Hit for Morgan. The next batter is Walling. Walling is 2 for 2, a single, a double, and he's walked. Infield is a double play. Strategy rolls are off. Pitcher versus batter. Bonson, 6-4. That's at the park. Astrodome, 5-8. It's a ground ball to first. That's a 2. Hit to first, -2 will be a 0. Bonson, -1. There's not going to be a double play. Matter of fact, Morgan will make it to second base. So that's going to be a grounder to first. The only play that Cromartie had was to get Walling, and Morgan will get to second, and that's 2 down. 2 outs now for Poole. And Poole is 1 for 3 with a bomb. 2 men away. Morgan on at second. Bonson trying to keep it where it is here. 6-2 favor the Stros. And Bonson deals. Bonson, 8-7 against the lefty. It's a blank. Poole, 2-3. Grounder to second. Easily picked up by Scott. He will make the play, throw to first, and retire the side. No runs and a hit. 6-2 Astros after 7. On to the 8th. The fans here at the Astrodome getting ready to buy their tickets on their cell phones to go to Stadio Olympique for games 3 and 4. Oh, wait a minute. This is 1980. No cell phone. Chris Spire will lead off for the Expos. He'll bat. He's 0 for 2. Forsch, 5-2 against the righty. Strikeout 7. Cold strike 3 on Spire. Spire will go down on strikes. And that is Forsch's 3rd K of the game. Pinch hitter coming in for Bonson as he will leave. And we'll see a new batter against Forsch. And let's see, I think it's going to be Jerry White. Jerry White, yes. Coming on to bat for the Expos will be Jerry White. 262 average, 7 homers, 23 RBIs. He'll pinch hit against Forsch. 1 out, top of the 8th. Forsch, 6-2. It's a blank. White, 7-4. And that's a base hit to center field. There are no runners in scoring position, so White will make it to first. And the pitcher spot is 2 for 3 for the Expos. So White gets a pinch hit. And now here's LaFleur. LaFleur is 1 for 3 with a single. Infield double play. No strategy rolls. Forsch, a 6-3. It's a blank. LaFleur, 7-3. Fly to center field. And Cedeno says he'll get it. And he will. That's out number 2. Scott is next. Scott is 0 for 3. The Forsch has been strong with him today. Pitch from Ken. And 6-7. And against the switch left. That's a blank. Scott, 7-7. And Scott unloads one into center field and goes to the deepest part of the stadium. And that is a triple. Jerry White will come in to score. Scott winds up at third, a triple to center field, and now it's 6-3. A straight triple to center on him, and now it's a 6-3 ball game. As that'll bring in a run. Triple for Rodney Scott, and now the batter is Dawson. And Dawson is 0 for 3 is 0 for 2 with a hit batter. And Dawson, he can unload one, although he doesn't have as much home run power against righties as he does lefties. 2 outs, 6-3 ball game. But if Forsch does make a mistake, Dawson can send it out. Forsch looking in on Dawson. 2 men down, top of the 8th, 6-3. Strategy rolls are still off. Forsch, 8-7, wild pitch, 9. It's a possible pass ball. Ashby's pass ball rating is a 4. He prevents it. Dawson will swing. Dawson, 8-5, and it's a fly ball to left field. What a heck of a play by Ashby to prevent the pass ball, and Dawson will fly one out to left. Cruz will get it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, but now it's 6-3. But a huge save on a pass ball prevents a run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Jose Cruz leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 3, looking for a hit. And they got a lefty and 2 righties coming up. So they're going to go with a righty. And coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Elias Sosa. Sosa making his second appearance of the postseason. He does have a hold. So he does have a hold. And he will come on to pitch. And he can pitch to 7. But we'll see how he does. So Elias Sosa, his second appearance. Jose Cruz will lead off. Sosa, 7-1. It's a blank. Cruz, 5-4. Infield single to first. Cromartie's got it, but he's going to be too far away from the bag to make a play. And Cruz is safe. That is the first hit of the postseason for Jose Cruz. It'll bring up Cedeno as now there's insurance on the base pads. Cedeno's 1 for 3 with a double. Infield double play. Strategy rolls are off. Sosa, 6-8. It's a blank. Cedeno, 4-1. Against the righty. It's a ground ball to third. That's a 6. -2 is a 4. That's not going to be a double play. The throw's going to go to first. Cruz will be safe at second base. And that is out number 1. That's the only play they got. Cruz will actually beat the throw. And Cruz goes to second. So when grounded to third, they make sure they get the sure out. And now the batter is Cabell. Cabell is 1 for 3. Got a single. Do you walk Cabell and pitch to Ashby? Even though Ashby, do you want Cabell and pitch to Ashby and try for a 2? You know what? That might not be a bad idea, but Ashby's a switch hitter. Cabell's very capable of hitting. It's 6-3. You know, if you give up any runs here, your chances of coming back in this game are going to be very hard to do. I'm going to take a shot. They're going to intentionally walk Enos Cabell, setting up a double play, and they're going to pitch to Ashby, even though Ashby's a switch hitter, and that will go ahead. And I do not count intentional walks against the pitcher's what do you call it? Fatigue rating. So I moved that down a bit. So here's Ashby. They're going to take a chance. Sosa will pitch to Ashby instead. Expos got to get out of this inning with only giving up no runs. Strategy rolls are off. Sosa deals. Sosa, 1-2. It's a blank. Ashby, 6-4. And it works sort of. It's a fly ball to right. and that's going to be Roland Office making the catch for out number 2. Does Cruz take third? A 2-8, and he'll hold. So Cruz will stay at second base. It'll bring up Reynolds. And Reynolds is 1 for 3 with a single. Fans here at the Astrodome would like to see a big-time hit. Sosa deals. Sosa, 1-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Reynolds, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and after 8, it's 6-3 Astros. But will we see some ninth inning magic? I know Steeler fan definitely wants to see some ninth inning magic. I know he's definitely cheering on these Expos, so I know Steeler fan definitely wants to see some ninth inning magic. No magic. Block magic. We go to the top of the ninth, 6-3. Forsch can pitch to, he's tired actually. Forsch is tired. Warren Cromartie is the batter. He's got a 3-run lead. I think if you're the Astros, I think you yank him. That's it. They're going to take Forsch out. This game is too important on a tired pitcher. So Forsch will leave with the W. They got 2 lefties and a righty coming up. So coming on to pitch for the Astros is going to be Joe Sambito, making his first appearance of the postseason. 8 wins, 4 losses, 17 saves, a 2.19 ERA. They got 2 closers, really, Sambito and Smith. So Joe Sambito will come on to pitch for the Astros with 2 lefties and a righty coming up. Cromartie will bat. 6-3 Astros, top of the ninth. Expos lead the series 1-0. Sambito, 6-1 against the lefty. Strikeout. The 11 is high. Cromartie, 6-1 and against the lefty. It's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be grabbed there by Cedeno. And that is out number 1. That's good managing, bringing in Sambito for that one. Next batter is Office. And I think we may see a pinch hitter for him. And we are. So Office is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Expos will be Ellis Valentine. 315 average, 13 homers, 67 RBIs. One of the reasons why Roland Office was chosen for Valentine, Office had played in more games too. That's another reason why Office got the nod. I do take how many games into account and at bats. Sambito will pitch to Valentine, which means Valentine can take over in right field if this game goes any further. So Ellis Valentine will go up against Sambito here with 1 out. Sambito, 4-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Expos is Gary Carter. Carter is 0 for 3. He's had a rough game. But Sambito will pitch to Carter. 6-3 Astros. Fans here at the Astrodome on their feet, knowing that they are 1 out away from tying it up. And anything can happen at Olympic Stadium. Sambito deals. 5-1, strikeout 8. That will miss. Carter, 5-5, and he pumped it up. Pump fly ball to short. Craig Reynolds is going to go into the outfield, but he's waving everyone down. Reynolds will take a couple of steps backward, puts out his glove. Blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Astros come right back and tie this series up with a 6-3 win. Stadium cheers. Yay! Well done win by the Astros. And we've got 3 division series that are going at least 4 games. Big win for the Astros tonight as they tie this series up. Now it's a best of 3. And anything is possible here on Inside Pitch. Final line score coming up. For the Astros, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Expos, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Ken Forsch. He'll go to 1-0 on the postseason. Bill Gullickson will take the loss. He'll drop to 0-1. Since the tying run was in the hole, Joe Sambito will get his first save of the playoffs. So that is it here from the Astrodome. No game tomorrow night. We'll return Friday night with Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles lead that series 2-0. Tom Underwood for the Yankees. Jim Palmer for the Orioles. Wow. In order to survive your season, you got to get through Jim Palmer. Not an easy thing to do. Can the Orioles sweep the Yankees out, or can the Yankees live on another day? Yankees and Orioles, Friday night here on the network. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys Friday night. The Astros turn away the Expos tonight. They win it 6-3. This National League Division Series is tied 1-1. See you guys on Friday night.